Another question from Reddit. Ask David to explain why American-style libertarianism is an unserious philosophy.
I don't know what they mean by American-style libertarianism. I've talked before about these kind of utopian libertarians where, we don't have police. You just kind of like hire a for-profit company if you want protection. And if there's a conflict between two of these private security companies, then I don't know, you figure it out somehow.
So it's almost like anarchism. So take it to that degree.
I don't know what the question means by that American style libertarianism, but in general, my problems with libertarianism as it is often presented come from the work of sociology as well as human psychology, which is the reality that once you get a group that's bigger than 150 people, you really have to start centralizing some decisions unless you're going to subdivide the 150 endlessly into 275s that now no longer have contact, but then that's not really one society. Now it's two. I've not seen good evidence, and I've read a fair bit about this, that once you get beyond 150, you can keep all decisions decentralized. And once you say some things need to be centralized, then it's a matter of how you do it. And it's going to be some version of government that conflicts with aspects of libertarianism.
Well, it could be companies, right? It could be more market driven, which is the idea of anarchism, that you don't give any centralized entity a monopoly over violence. And then if you think that the markets are efficient at delivering, especially in this 21st century and beyond, where a market could have perfect information about people. So one of the issues is that you can manipulate markets because there's not perfect information. But now in the digital age, we can be higher bandwidth participants in the market. So if you're choosing between different security companies or you're choosing between different providers of different services, you can do so more efficiently and more effectively and in the digital space. So you could kind of imagine it, but we haven't successfully done it without governments.
Yeah, and I think there's a practical, once you get beyond 150, you also start specializing. It just is a matter of fact. Everybody isn't growing their own food. Some people grow the food and other people do other things. And you come across a lot of the problems that started at the agricultural revolution. And whether you say that it's a company that's solving it or a government, the problems are going to be very similar. And I've not read anything that, to my satisfaction, explains how you deal with that.
Well, there's underlying principles of libertarianism, which is putting priority at the freedom of the individual, right? And that's a compelling notion.
Yeah, whenever I do these various political compass things that put you on two axes, on the authoritarian libertarian axis, I am way down on the libertarian side as a left libertarian. So my tendencies are always anti-authoritarian and towards that option when it makes sense. So I sympathize with that a lot.